What is happening, guys? Welcome back. So, yet again, another episode on the Mk1 Golf, which is now back from Shine Supply, and the paint is looking absolutely insane. So, the video for all of that lot is going to be after this video, because I'm trying to transfer all the data from his footage across and Google Drive and the internet. There's a lot of it, so it's taken a long time. So, that video will be after this video, which is out of sequence and annoying. But anyway, that's what we've got to do. But yeah, the car is looking absolutely insane. The paint is... I never thought something that I painted could look as good as this. It looks absolutely amazing. Hit up Mike if you need any detailing services, and the Shine Supply products are absolutely brilliant as well. I grabbed a few while I was there to keep this looking tip-top. So, in this one, we're going to focus on trying to sort a few bits and pieces out. I had my friend Parker come over, whose Instagram's on here. He's restoring a Mk1, a white Mk1, which is absolutely amazing. He came over the other week because he's actually a proper mechanic and knows what he's talking about. And we sorted a few wiring gremlins out. So we had a few little problems with things, indicators would work or lights would work, then just wouldn't work. And when you turned the key on the ignition to accessory, the engine was starting to try and crank. Worked out what I'd done. Under here, there's a wire somewhere that hangs down that had been noted up as K-jet, and I'd just plugged that in to the other wire with a plug on that was the same colour. Turns out that is what was causing the cranking issue, so I unplugged that, instantly solved that issue. And then we were chasing various other faults with the lights and things like that. Worked out it was obviously earth problems. And the one that sorted out the majority of the problems was under here, you've got a red plug with a brown wire and a brown and white wire coming in. And we've then put another end on that and ran that to earth on the car. And that sorted out the majority of the problems. And everything now works. Then, what else did we do then? It's been a long week so far. So Parker helped me sort that out, which was absolutely amazing. And then I've been over to see my cousin and pick up the hose kit that we've made temporarily to get the car running and working, ready for edition. We are going to be developing a proper full, nicer hose kit, but this has got the car running, and it does run, and I'll show you that in a minute. This is one hell of a busy engine, but we've simplified it down as much as we can do. So we've had some blanks made for here. There's a couple down here which are the same as these for the water. I forgot this one, so we've done this temporarily with a bolt, which it works. Heater pipes, we've ran them. There's no inline bit and the valve isn't in there yet, but the heater isn't wired up or whatever. I could have just looped them, but figured this looked a bit nicer. We'll sort that out at a later date. Breather system, we've got this one here that comes down from the rocker cover, and you've got one down here which comes out of just above the oil filter, and that comes down to an oil catch can, which has nicely got oil catch can written on it. That vents, it's got a filter on it just there. We've got this hose here which comes from intercooler to this crossover pipe. These two blanks here because I ordered the wrong pipe. I should have ordered it without these on, but that's my bad. And we've got this here which is for the filter, and then I made these out of the stuff that came with the intercooler kit, and I've just painted those bits black with the map sensor in there. Obviously MAF sensor is on there as well. Radiator hoses are off the guy that sells them on eBay. I can't remember who he is, but I'll put a link in the video, and I'll put a link in the description to his eBay listing as well, because they are for a top fill radiator, which is this, because we've got rid of the header tank, and you basically mount the radiator outlets in line with this bottom one. That hose mounts to there. That hose then goes around to there. So we got them all fitted. Me and Rich got them all fitted the other day, and then had various other problems with the car. The car ran, and then we worked out that there were boost leaks, so we did a smoke test and worked out there were boost leaks all over the place. Sorted all of those out, then worked out this morning that two of the injectors weren't quite seated correctly, undid the screws, moved them about a bit, did the screws back up. That solved that issue. What other issues have we had? Many. And then the other one that we've just had this afternoon was a major airlock in the coolant system, which we managed to clear, and now the fan kicks in and does everything it should do. So let's show you. It does start on the key and it runs, although it is a little bit lumpy sometimes. I think it needs a proper map on it. Fuel pump's very loud as well. Bosch 044. But it runs. It hunts a little bit until it settles down and sorts itself out. We've deleted, got rid of the dump valve and everything like that as well. And then yeah, it sounds, and it sounds sick. Don't worry, it is warm. We've had it running a lot today. I'm not doing that from cold. But yeah, car runs, does what it needs to do, which is amazing. So, first thing we'll get on with in this one is, as you can see here, I've fitted the lower side stripe to this side. So, let's jump on and get the side stripe fitted to the other side. And there we go, side stripe on that side. They look sick. They finish it off no end. They just look, yeah, it finishes it off. These other trims down here as well are going to look absolutely amazing when we get them on. I've also decided to put a bit of black here between these lights. I just think it looks quite nice. Number plate is on, as you can see, on the rear, and we've got the number plate on the front as well, which is on a bracket. So I've had to cut the brackets off the old one and make a new front piece. And I've also put, don't judge me on these are thrown together. I've run out of gas, so the welding is atrocious. But I've made some bolts so that this is quick release. So as you can see down here, I've got a long bolt, which has got a nut on the end, if you can see up there, and a washer that goes up to sort of make the thread shorter. And then I've welded another wing bolt to the end of it, so we can undo them. And we can remove the front number plate from the car when we get to the show, if we want. So, we've achieved a fair amount already. Interior, it's now, what day is it now? Thursday. Interior, I should be getting back tomorrow night. That means we've got a busy Saturday to get all the interior sorted and in. But I've just had a delivery, and we've got one tyre there, and we've got 3 more tyres outside. So we're going to throw the wheels and tyres into the car, and we're going to head up and see my friends at Transporter HQ. And we're going to go and sling the tyres on, and then we'll get back and we'll get the wheels mounted onto the car. And you never know, we might even drive the car down the yard today. So, throw these in the car, and I'll see you when we get there or when I get back. Not sure. See you in a minute. And there we are. Tyres are fitted. It's been a long time since I used a tyre machine, so it took me a minute to get used to it. But yeah, tyres are on, wheels are balanced up. Really surprised at how little weight they actually needed, which is a good thing. Massive thank you to Transporter HQ for letting me use the tyre machine. I really do appreciate it. Great guys, if you've watched the channel for a long time, they've been with me from the beginning when we did the T5, and hopefully we'll get another transporter of some sort on the channel at some point. But wheels are now done. The car is ready to go, and bolting them wheels on is going to involve a little bit of messing around. So, don't think I can wait any longer. Let's get the door open and see if we can drive this down the yard. Right, let's give this a go. We've got brakes, they're not the best, but we've got brakes. driving it. I'm driving the Mark 1 for the first time. Oh yeah, the brakes are non-existent. The brakes really don't exist. We're gonna have to bleed them again. Brakes are absolutely non-existent, but wow, it runs, it drives. Oh man, we need to do something about them brakes. That felt so good. I've never driven this car, and about 18 months of restoring it, we finally got to actually drive the car. A couple of little issues, which I've now sorted out. So the steering was really notchy, and I couldn't really fathom what it was, but I've done a little bit of digging. We've put a new steering rack on, and the little pin, I'll try and dig it up. Down here, it's the old one. Here's the old steering rack down here, and you've got the pin here that the column goes into. In it, you've got a little notch cut out through it that the bolt, so it sort of stops it sliding. And at the top on this one, there's hardly any material on the top of the round, if you like, and the new one, there was quite a lot. So took the rack out, turned it around, ground that down, put it all back together, and the notching is now sorted out. I'm not sure about the throttle pedal. It's very, very, very responsive. It seems too responsive, but that we'll probably might just have to get used to. And the brakes don't exist. I've been back through and bled them again, but the brakes still are non-existent. So I don't know. We're gonna have to look into that. What we're going to do now, my brain's fried. Brain's absolutely fried. So, very thankfully, your good old mate Rich has been up to, where you been?
I don't know, wherever you bloody sent me, miles away.
He's been up near Crewe Way to pick up a car that he's bought, which is a very, very special little car. So, check out his socials for that one. I kind of want it. It's awesome. But while he was up there, he's been to pick my interior up as well, and it's now back, and it looks so good. So we've got the door cards here in Alcantara, which these are the rear ones, which look mega. These are the front ones, which again look so good. And then we've got rear seats sat on here, and the front seats are just here. So we've gone for, you can see it here, it's a sort of fabric on the bolsters, and then we've gone for Alcantara in the centres. We're missing the Recaro logos because the new ones we ordered didn't turn up in time. But look at them. They look so sick. Thank you very much for picking them up for me. Saved me a 4-hour round trip, meaning that we could do things 15 times like we've done on the car this morning, which was great fun. So, we've got about 30 odd hours left before it's got to be ready for the show. So I'm going to make a start. I'm going to put the door cards in the back, then we'll put the rear seat in, and then we can start looking at what is going on with the boot area and trimming that out. And then we'll put the front door cards in, then we'll put the lower dash in, then we'll put the front seats in, and it will be ready for Sunday. So let's get on with that. So the next morning, quite nicely, Abigail, my wife, came up to have a look at the interior and decided to just stay here and spend a bit of time. Quite nice having her in the workshop, to be honest. And then, yeah, she went and I decided to jump on with a couple of other bits. I'd just do this for half an hour and about 2 hours later I was still here. But boot floor is now in. If I can get this out. So I've carpeted the boot out and it's absolutely filthy. It needs a good clean. But we've made the removable panel, which I've carpeted both sides. I need to clean the glue off the edges. Carpeted both sides. This is carpeted both sides as well. We've got a ring here that it sits on. The idea is going to be we'll put another ring in the bottom with some bendy ply to pick this up. I'm going to go over to my brother's next week and build a frame that goes around it to support all of that lot. And then that panel pushes in there, finishes the boot off. And I think all that carpet just makes it look a little bit better. I need to get the caps for these to finish these off and tuck that wire up out of the way. But yeah, that is the boot done. Rear seats and rear door cards are in. And I think they look so cool. So yeah, they're in. Door cards are all in. And then what I'm just setting up for now or doing is the passenger's door card, the driver's door card. I've lost the actual proper plastic that makes the door sort of waterproof, if you like. But I found this. It's a bit of a bag that's not got any holes in. So we'll use that to seal that up. And then we'll get these door cards on. Slowly ticking these jobs off the list. So what do I need? I need a door card, some clips. Anyway, onto the GoPro. Let's get these fitted. Right, little update again. As you'll have seen, good friend Mr. Parker from Lux Automotive is playing away and helping us get a lot of stuff finished. So, under the bonnet, we've got the scuttle panel on. So we've got this, need your phone. So we've got this here, which is from SWG. I think they're down Cornwall way. And that just sort of finishes that end off. Hole drilled for the washer jet feed. Under there is pretty much dealt with now, other than giving it a bit of a clean and whatever. Coming to the inside, as you'll have seen me fitting. Door cards are now on as well and looking absolutely trick. Parker's thrown in the lower dash and the centre console. We've just whipped the rear seat out because I'd forgot to put this panel on here, which covers where the fuel sender and everything come from. And as you can see at the front there, we've got the driver's seat in position. So I thought I'd just talk a little bit about how I'm going to be fitting the Fiesta RS Turbo Recaros into the Mark 1 Golf. So the bottom of the seat, I've had to just cut some rails off. These have got rails welded onto them that had been, ones that had been bolted into another car. So under here, you've got, this is a threaded, this is threaded, this is threaded, and this is threaded. These are just holes, which we can bolt through if we need to. I've ordered a set of universal seat runners, which I think were about 45 quid for a pair, which isn't too bad. So the runners bolt to the bottom of the seat in the stock hole positions. And then I've ordered on bought, as you might see in the previous video, these seat bases. Now there is a guy on eBay that makes these. I didn't buy them from him. I bought these just off a random guy that was selling them on eBay because the other guy was out of stock. And these have got all these different mounting holes to mount the runners to, but none of mine fitted. So I've had to drill 4 new holes to mount the runners to. So the universal runners mount to the seat. The universal runners then mount to this base. And this base sits in the factory position. So this longer one goes to the transmission tunnel, if you like, side. There's a smaller little plate that goes the other side, which I'll try and show you. And then this little front bit goes in the standard little pin bit in the car. which I'll try and show you actually because we've got one seat in. So when the seats are fitted, this is the seat base that we've just shown you. These are the universal runners bolted to the seat. And then under here, you've got the bit of metal in the middle here that goes on here. So that's how they mount. And if you look at the parts I've just shown you, so this has got 2 holes, so you can have them higher or lower. And then the same on this has got a load of holes, so you can have them higher, lower, a little bit forward, a little bit backwards and all that lot. We've got them as low as they'll go. And then the big plate, I think, anyway, this, I'm just guessing all of this lot. And I think this other hole here, then this threaded hole, you put a bolt in and you use that to lock to the gearbox tunnel, if you like, runner, and it locks it all in place. And that was out of camera then. Oh, right, let's get this seat put together and the runners on, get it in. And then I would say we are 99% of the way there for this car. Just needs a bit of a clean over, bit of a check, and we're about there. And there it is, sat outside, done, finished, sort of. A few little bits to do, which we've discussed already. But yeah, just look at it. It honestly does not look anywhere near as good on video as it does in person. I'm going to just do a quick walk around and show you a little bit about it. I'm going to do a completely separate video going into detail and sort of explaining around the car. But let's just have a quick look and I'll show you around a few bits. So, the gold on those wheels sits so nice against that red paint, and all the black trims and everything just finish it off. It's just, it looks so good. The finishing touches of the badges on the back. Oh yeah, I'm pretty speechless. I mean, I know I've done it, but I've done it, I've done that. It's just, obviously we've had help and a lot of other people have been involved, but wow. Yeah, so start off around here. The boot, it's got my cleaning gear in it. So yeah, all carpeted out, looking nice. Washer bottle there. The battery and the kill switch and everything at the back. And this thing's one of my favourite parts of the car. Trimming this back piece. Got the parcel shelf as well, which is quite rare. It's not got any holes in it. It hasn't sagged too much either because they do boat a bit. We just need to sort out because when you try and close the boot, it does that. But a little pull with your hand, and that does what you need to do. I'm coming around here. Wheels look so sick. It just looks so good, and the paint in this sunshine that Mike has detailed. Never thought something I painted could look so good, considering he only had it for a few days as well. He's done an absolutely storming job. And then this, now I've got my badge in. There's the little lever. Pull that over, lift the bonnet, and that engine bay is looking pretty nice. I've given it a clean, but it's going to go on the trailer and we're going to go up the drive, which is stone and dusty, so I've not gone too mad with it. Parker, who we saw earlier, spent a lot of time sorting this out and trimming a few little bits to get that to fit in. I've lost the seal for this bit, so his car's not on the road. We're going to borrow that for the show, and I'm going to get one on order. Yeah, in here again, I mean, a lot of details. you wouldn't know because like all these details down here, a lot of people might not spot it, but yeah, it looks so cool. And then this side again, same, just, yeah, the wheels. But let's show you the interior. It looks so sick. Ben has absolutely killed it on this interior. Check those out. They look so good. Obviously the dashboard is going to be trimmed. This one isn't in a very good condition, so we're sorting another door card out we're going to send up to him, as are these are going to be trimmed, and we think we're going to probably be trimming these as well. But for now, they're in. I've got some billet as well. Someone's been chatting to me on Facebook. Billet window winders, and I've got a billet gear knob coming as well. Abby's, the wife's been up as well helping out, and she's done an absolutely storming job of hoovering everywhere. Let's see if we can get these seats forward. Back seats are in with the rear door cards, and it just looks, we've got the headliner panel all in now as well for the sunroof, and that just finishes it all off. And we're a helicopter. Thanks. But yeah, all in, done. Interior's finished. Seats are looking absolutely insane and are so comfortable. So that is the car pretty much ready. I'm going to do another video going a bit more in depth and cinematics and all that, like showing you the details as another video. But that's the car ready. The trailer is out down the yard. I'm going to get it loaded up, get it strapped on, and then we're heading over to early edition, bright and early in the morning. By the time this video's out, I'll be there. The show will be open, and hopefully I'm going to have already met some of you guys that are watching this. I'm going to be able to come and see this in the flesh. So hopefully this one has been enjoyable. It's been amazing seeing it all come back together, and I still can't believe I have done that. It's a great feeling, absolutely amazing feeling. So we'll leave that one there then, guys. Until next time, enjoy.